The most comment I get on my YouTube channel is the fact that I do my videos in Dutch. Well, this time I'll do it different. I'll do it in English. The jacket that I've been testing for the last couple of months is the Rab Alpha Flux Jacket. And if you want to know why I've grown so very fond of this one, bear with me and watch the video. That's the cool thing about the Alps. There's always somewhere a place where you can sit. So let me take off my backpack first. And then I'll try you to explain why I like the Rab Alpha Flux Jacket so much. The Rab Alpha Flux Jacket is really a technical piece of kit. And the name also reveals a bit what it's all about, the alpha part. The jacket is made out of Polartec Alpha. You know, all the red pieces you see also on the back, they are made out of Polartec Alpha. Polartec Alpha, it's a woven fabric made out of polyesters. And I'll show it to you on the inside. It is really a fluffy material, and it's got a bit of the feeling of a really nice wool, but without the itching. And because of this fluffiness, it's really comfortable on the skin directly. So you can use it without anything underneath it. I use it most of the time as a mid layer or the outside layer when it's not too cold and not blowing too hard. Polartec Alpha, it's got two main properties. The first one is the fact that it's trapping heat, body heat, warmth, so you stay warm longer. The other thing that it does very well is get rid of moisture, because it's a hydrophobic material. And hydrophobic, famous last words back in the Alps. When I got home and I looked at the footage, I thought, I'm not really cutting it. So that's why I welcome you to my shed with my birch snowy tree background, totally artificial, and my aquarium and my scale. So I'll try to explain you a bit more about hydrophobic materials. Hydrophobic means that the material itself has got the capability to resist water or not to trap any water or moisture. So I called Polartec and I got from them a piece of Polartec Alpha material. It's just the inner side, not the outer layer. Really fluffy, really nice, 30 by 30 centimeters. Then I took a towel, which is almost the same thickness, and I cut it also in 30 by 30 centimeters, and I cut up one of my old t-shirts, same size. Hydrophobic material, both are made out of cotton, and now I'll try to explain you what happens. Put this one on the scale, which is a very precise scale, 13.1 is the weight. Then I'll do the same for the t-shirt first, which is 16.7. Then the towel, which is 55.3. Well, this is way heavier, so it's not that important. But now have a look what happens. If I throw the towel in the water, it's cotton, it absorbs the moisture, and it goes down like the Titanic. Then the same thing with the t-shirt. It's also cotton, very light, but it goes down like the Titanic as well. And then we've got the hydrophobic material. See what happens. If you put it on, it doesn't go down. It remains on the top surface. And if I put water drops on top of it, you can see that it's really not retaining any water whatsoever. So now, put that one away. Let's take this one out, give it a good squeeze. And I don't want to get everything wet because it's almost freezing in my shed. What did we say? 54 something? Well, this weighs 206, which is a weight increase of approximately 300%. Then we take the t-shirt. I may state that I took the other way around, so this has been in the shortest. This weighs 56.4. So that's almost 4 times as well. And then I'll take the Polartec Alpha. Give it a good squeeze. There's not really coming much out of this. And now let's see how much does it weigh. 21.5. So this means that the Polartec Alpha is getting, well, not at least double the weight. It's about 80%. And I've done this test for the last couple of days a couple of times. And every time when I do it, it's about a weight increase of approximately 80% with the Polartec Alpha and way, way, way more with the cotton stuff. And because this traps water so badly, the sweat that will get into it will evaporate faster, so even if you get a bit wet, it will dry faster, and that's a big advantage if you're in colder circumstances because you remain warmer. So far my laboratory, and now let's go back to the Alps again. But Polartec Alpha is not the only material. There's also another material which is Thermic Lux. Thermic Lux, it's, let's say, the aubergine parts on the jacket. They are a bit thinner. It's made out of a polyester and a polyamide and elastan, so it's really stretchy, which is good for the comfort and the freedom of movement of the jacket. On these parts, they are hidden to the body, so you don't really need the Polartec Alpha as an extra. Living with the Rab Alpha Flux Jacket is easy. First, it's easy to put on because the large zipper, it's a really smooth one. There's a fabric behind the zipper that prevents the zipper from getting stuck maybe in the main fabric of the jacket itself, or in your t-shirt, or if you wear it directly onto the skin, it doesn't get stuck in your skin. The zipper has got a very big loop, so it's very usable with cold hands or with gloves. And on top, there is a zipper garage, so you don't feel the metal of the zipper to your tin, which is also very comfortable. All the zips are from YKK, also the ones on the pockets. The pockets, there are 2 of them, there's not an inside pocket. They're really, really large. You can put a big iPhone 7 Plus or a big Samsung in there without any problems, even a topographical map. There's space enough. The fit of the Rab Alpha Flux Jacket, it's a very tight fit. That's also possible because it's very stretchy material. What's also very good is that the front part is a bit shorter than the rear part, so if you bend over, your bum still remains warm. The sleeves, I wear a size S. They are long as well. They got holes for the thumbs, so if you want to grab for a rock and climb, it doesn't go down and your hands stay longer warm, which is a good thing as well. And then it's a hoodie. And it's really quite a snug fit. There are no cords to adjust the hoodie in any way. I don't expect it on a jacket like this, to be honest, so I don't miss it. It's possible to wear a helmet on top of this one. It's not possible to wear a helmet underneath it. 2 disadvantages. The first, the material, the garment, it's got a DWR finish, which means that DWR, durable water repellent. That means that if there's a drop of water falling onto the garment, it will immediately go away. Well, not actually. I've noticed that when it's raining, this gets quite fast, really wet. It dries fast, yes, that's a positive thing. When it's snowing, like it's been here the past couple of days, you can feel, or you can see the snow falling onto it, and you can wipe it off. In that case, in that way, the DWR coating is working. The other thing is that the material itself, it's quite prone to be hooked onto thorns, branches, and then you get a little loop which damages basically the fabric, which is a bit of a pity. What is very positive is that the weight, it's about 348 grams on my scale at home, which is pretty light, which is a bit more than Rab actually says about the weight itself, but hey, it's still a very lightweight jacket. It's also very packable, so if you want to put it in your backpack, that's possible. It only takes a very, very small amount of space. I've been wearing the Rab Alpha Flux Jacket for 6 weeks straight on, and it still doesn't smell. That's a pro. It's lightweight, it's very packable. It kept me dry and it kept me warm, and it's really breathable. On the negative side, I think the outside material is a bit too accident prone if you rub it against bushes or branches and you get these small loops. The price, 140 euros. Well, to be honest, I don't think the price is an issue, because if you put this jacket on and you feel the Polartec Alpha on the inside, that is really as soft as a baby's bottom, you just want one. 4.5 stars. Okay, I've done this one in English, and English is not my mother's tongue. So it's not easy. It's been a long day. If you look at the video, you see that was a lot of more snow in the beginning than in the end. But I tried at least. So if you have comments, please give some feedback.